What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex, and you're watching a Ragin Ronin review. Got a review for you. Last night, I saw Rampage. Rampage is based off of an old arcade game. The type of arcade game where you put quarters into, and it's a multiplayer game. There's 3 players. You can play up to 3 players, and you can play a wolf, an oversized gorilla, an oversized lizard, and the objective of the game is to destroy buildings and just get as much points as you can by just breaking things. That's the main objective of the game, and somehow they were able to wrap a story around this. Now, this film is directed by Brad Payton, who directed The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, in another disaster film called San Andreas. It's about this big earthquake. And now he's back reuniting with The Rock once again for Rampage. And this is a video game adaptation, but a video game adaptation that is adapted from a very shallow video game. There really is no story to this. If you don't know the story behind Rampage, the 80s arcade game, it's these scientists who somehow mutate into these overgrown wolf, gorilla, and lizard, and then they break things. That's it. That is it. That's all there is to it. And I'm just thinking, wrapping a story around Rampage is like wrapping a story around Pac-Man and then making a feature-length story out of it. Somehow they were able to pull it off. And I was really curious about how they were able to do it, but they actually pulled it off. Now, this movie stars Dwayne Johnson, Naomi Harris, Malin Akerman, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and Joe Manganiello. And I was really curious about this because I really enjoyed Rampage when it was really popular. I enjoyed it and I had a really great time playing it. And I just needed a couple of things to happen in this movie for me to really enjoy this. First of all, just add a lot of destruction, a lot of building destruction, a lot of like buildings falling down and just breaking things. And that's all it really needed. And of course, the origin story of these monsters mutating from humans. Now they changed that part of the story, and it's really not humans mutating, but it's just the existing creatures mutating into overgrown aggressive animals. And I think that's pretty much the only thing that they change. And I get why they changed it, because when you watch the story, it makes more sense that way. But still, I think I still would have preferred it the original way, just because I love the video game when I used to play it. Now, this film is a lot of fun. Really, it is a lot of fun. It's kind of like, how can I say? It's kind of like Pacific Rim in a way, because you're watching this movie for monster carnage, and you watch Pacific Rim for Robot Rumble. And that's pretty much what you get in this movie. I was just thinking, if you enjoyed San Andreas, if you enjoyed watching The Rock saving a day in San Andreas, then you're going to enjoy The Rock saving a day in Rampage. And I really enjoyed this film. As a matter of fact, it was better than I thought. It actually exceeded my expectations, because I really did not expect for a film to be that good. I knew it was going to be a fun film because it's like pretty much a mindless, brainless ride, but I didn't expect it to be that good, and my expectations were pretty low, and I'm glad I kept it that way. But the fact that they were able to wrap a story that made sense from a very shallow video game, they were able to make it work, and they kept it really exciting. That final battle in the end, that was exactly what I wanted and more, because I wanted to see the building destruction, and I got a lot of that. It was complete chaos, and it was just a lot of fun. It's a fun movie, and it's not like groundbreaking in any way, shape, or form, but it's groundbreaking in the sense that we're actually getting good and decent video games out of this. I mean, video game movies out of the video game movie genre. I mean, there was Tomb Raider, which I had to say after watching it is the best video game movie to date. I gotta say that Rampage is the best compared to, between Tomb Raider and Rampage. I gotta say that Rampage is the better video game movie, just because I enjoyed it even more than Tomb Raider. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I gave Tomb Raider a 7 out of 10. I'm giving Rampage a 7 out of 10 as well. You know, it's a mindless film. It's a fun film. It's a popcorn movie. You shouldn't expect much more than that. But between the two, even though I gave them the exact same scores, I'm gonna say that Rampage is the better film and also the top video game adapted film to date. It definitely is, at least for me, and I would recommend that you go check it out. Watch it on a big screen and watch some serious carnage happen. And I thought it was a lot of fun. Now, I do have to say that a huge part of why I didn't give it a higher score was the pacing. It's one of those films where you, like the first Transformers film, where you just build up, a lot of human stuff, less creature stuff. It's like, you know, when you watch Transformers, you want to see more robots. Well, in Rampage, I want to see more creatures, but it was wrapped around this human story. But then once it got to the final battle, it was really worth the build-up. I thought it was totally worth the build-up, and they made it really, really exciting. And there were a couple of Easter eggs in there. If you remember the video game really, really well, there was a couple of Easter eggs in there that'll make you appreciate it if you really liked the game. And there you have it, 7 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed the movie if you get to check it out, and I hope you enjoyed this review. I recommend it for a good, fun time. As always, if you enjoyed this review and you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.